So here we are at Shirley's store, part 2 of our antique discovery of Country Rose.
Yes.
How are you, Shirley?
I'm good.
Excellent.
I'm good.
Well, I'm hoping that we'll find some viewers out there that are interested in your antiques and your, how did you word it? Antiques?
And stuff.
And stuff. And they'll just come clamoring in here.
Yeah, way more stuff than antiques.
Oh, that's wonderful. I see you have some baby dolls back
But quartzy stuff.
Quartzy stuff.
Quartzy.
Oh, quartzy. Where did you grow up?
In Mississippi.
Oh, that's why all
On a-
this stuff comes from
on a
Mississippi. I
cotton
thought
farm.
you have an interesting.
On a cotton farm in
Okay.
Mississippi.
Well, you never gave that up. I can tell you're from Mississippi.
No.
No, just joking. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is. So you grew up in Mississippi?
I did.
When did you come to California?
1960.
Wow. Let me do the math on that one. 50 years
Mhm.
plus. That's nice. Must
Mhm.
like it.
Yeah.
You go back to Mississippi often to visit? Yeah,
Try
that's-
to.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, I have some relatives. I discovered some relatives in West Virginia, and I guess that's where coal mining used to take
Mhm.
place. I
Mhm.
don't know what they're doing there now, but if there's any antiques left.
Uh-huh. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, I know. I've seen the photographs of them, the little videos and things. Lakes and
Mhm.
things are really nice. Well, what kind of things you have in the store that you think we should take a look at in particular?
A lot of people like my old vintage jewelry. I have tons of that.
Yeah.
And old books. There's a lot of just neat old
Hey, there's a Snow White.
books there. And
You said something
like
in
old
our
children's books.
Yeah, you said something about children's books and
Lots of old
homeschooling.
children's books.
The night
And
before
there's-
Christmas. How cute is
Mhm.
that?
An old one.
It's definitely old. You never know about this stuff if it's going to have dates. Oh, there's
Some
Snow
of it
White.
does.
This one it's not falling apart, but it's definitely showing its age. I wonder how old this is. A lot of people like getting things that they had as a child,
Mhm.
and somehow they were separated from it.
Yeah.
And they've got to have it. It's on their list.
And the artwork in there is just beautiful.
Oh my goodness, it is quite unique. This must have been a very expensive item in its day.
Mm-hmm. The coloring's so pretty.
It is. I can't find a date on it though. I see a publishing company, Akron, Ohio, printed in the United States of America. Oh, there's a bona fide antique.
Yes, it
from
is.
the USA.
From the USA.
Well, I
yes.
see you have some
Yes.
baby dolls and things.
Lots
behind
of
you.
dolls. Lots of little baby dolls, and then just all kinds of dolls.
Those are the ones that are made with porcelain heads?
Some of them are.
What about this one right here? With this one here? With this one?
That one is an old Madame Alexander
What is
doll from like the 40s.
it? And is it made out of what?
Composition, it's called.
Is that clay?
No, it's I don't know. They call it composition. So I don't know.
Is it, maybe it's an early plastic.
Maybe.
Well, do you have one
But
that's
it's like
porcelain, or is it porcelain or china? I've heard these terms.
that one up there is the little one.
Oh my gosh, it's almost a Shirley Temple kind
But
of
some
thing.
of those aren't. Those are not old. They're reproduction ones.
Porcelain.
Mm-hmm.
So porcelain,
And
part
that
of the
one-
reason that it's so expensive is it fires at very high temperatures. It's very expensive to
Mhm.
manufacture.
But those are just reproduction ones. They're not
And
not the old
unforgiving.
ones.
If you make a mistake,
Yes,
that
exactly.
one goes in the can. And
Exactly.
you make another one,
They
so-
break real easily.
Yeah.
And most of these are just little baby dolls, character dolls, and just little fun,
I see
quirky dolls.
you have some Cub Scout stuff up there.
Yes, a shirt.
That must be really old. I recognize the patches, but I've never seen a Cub Scout shirt with a neck like a baseball jersey. It doesn't have a collar.
I think they're the older ones, but I'm not positive. And then
Oh, I'd
this,
say
and this
so.
one,
Well, I think it's got to be older than when I was a Cub
Mhm.
Scout, because I had short sleeve uniform shirts and they had collars.
mhm.
Wow, that's pretty neat. Oh, and here's some more.
And then that's the old uniform. as the pants and everything.
I was thinking about this the other day. They need to, I know that they have adults in the Cub Scouts,
Mhm.
but I think what they need to do is come up with senior scouts,
Yes,
a program for
Yes,
seniors when you retire.
Yeah.
You can- because basically what it's become today
Beyond
is,
the Eagle Scouts.
well, you know, just, yeah, something to keep the seniors going. It's almost like a go at your own pace kind of a thing now.
Mhm.
They have meetings and they have social events and things, but they also have quality time with your father, brother, significant
Uh-huh.
male figure in a boy's life. But you know, in today's Scouts, they girls are allowed in the Cub Scouts.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they put boys in the Girl Scouts though, but maybe.
I don't know. Nowadays, who knows?
You got something else that
No,
we
so-
want to take a look at? I could. we
Like
could-
some old linens over there.
Oh, those are
Some
always
great
nice.
old tablecloths.
Let's go take a look at. Okay, so you were
Here's
saying
some-
that you have
in
some
this
linens
box,
here.
there's some linens and old tablecloth and like some pillowcases.
Oh,
People
nice.
love the old linens.
Wow, is this a
With-
rocking chair?
With everybody doing tea parties and stuff, people love the old linens.
Oh, that's true.
So I sell a lot of those. And then we have the Briar horses here, and being Norco, people love horses.
Oh, well, I think my wife has at least 40.
She does.
And I don't
She
know if that
does.
just came from you, but
Uh-huh.
she has plenty. And then I guess there was a model horse show at the Community Church of Norco this past weekend.
Yes.
They had an exhibit and display. I don't know how many items they had on for sale, but I guess it was a lot.
I think they did very well
Mm.
at it.
Yeah, that's quite the thing. I was told that people are into making their own tack, little silver chains
All
and things
kinds of- just all
to
kinds of
keep
things.
Oh, I see you've got quite a stack of books here.
Just tons of books.
Are they readers?
Tons
or-
of. They're like old readers.
Oh,
they're like
gosh,
old
look at this.
classic, like this.
Here's a good one.
American government. That,
This is a good one, everybody. Come by and take a look at this one. I really enjoyed. It's very hard to do, but I'm trying to study the Federalist Papers.
oh yes.
599 pages. Was it Hamilton that wrote that?
I think so.
Co-wrote that?
And
Even
then there's
after the
Treasure
first
Island.
12 pages, it sounds just like he wrote it within the last 2 weeks.
Really.
Really, because it's just the
Of
way
what's
things are.
happening, yes.
Treasure Island.
Robert Louis Stevenson. And here is an old
Oh my God.
Horatio Alger, the early 1900s.
Interesting
children's
printing
books.
on the binding.
The covers are. So there's just
This
a
was
variety.
$1.25 when it was new.
Exactly.
Don't they? Is it just in modern times, like from 1950 up, where they would stamp the date that it was printed?
Sometimes
I'm
they
not
do.
finding it. Well, nowadays they do.
The original probably was printed way back, and so that
Way,
one's probably
way
just
back. Interesting.
that one looks like probably
It's
a
all there,
a
and
20s.
it's all from the 20s. Well, look at
I would think, yeah.
You can still read it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fine
exactly.
for the person that's looking for that.
Lots of books, and then here is like a it's not an old book, but it's the Call of the Wild and the Sea Wolf by Jack London.
Did you read a lot in
Yes.
the last decade? or
Yes.
two? Yeah, really. My father was
I
a
read a
big
lot.
reader, and he would go to the bookstore every week with his, and he'd take his old books back and exchange them. He loved
Mhm.
reading westerns.
Mm-hmm. You just learn a lot from that, and I'm back here reading
Well,
a
the
lot of
writing
times when I
style's
should be
interesting.
tidying up in here.
The reading, the
Wait.
writing style is different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It is.
It's
it
really,
is.
it's really something.
And I love all the old English stuff.
By Dale
Any old,
Evans. There's something by Dale
it
Evans.
is. It's about their daughter that passed away as a baby.
I'm trying to remember, was that her daughter or was that an adopted baby?
No, it was I think it was their own daughter.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And her name was Robin Elizabeth, I believe. And it's all about
Oh,
her.
how sad.
And she had Down syndrome, and it's really a sad book, but it's.
Goodness. I bought a book
Is it good?
online here recently, and I was so surprised you just reminded me of it when I got it. It was an auto repair manual, and it was previously, his previous life, it was in a public library back east somewhere.
Yeah, well, they do, because they discard them.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
There you go. Well, it's got everything you need. Oh, yes. Wow, that's pretty nice. This is not for introduction. This is for somebody that already knows more than the basics. Ooh. When I-
Troubleshooter.
When I was working on cars and engines and transmissions when the kids were little, and John grows up and he says, oh, he's watching me take this V8 engine apart, and he says, that's all the parts that are in there? And I'm like, well, I thought it was a lot. They're kind of important. You got to measure them and put them together right and stuff. And he's like, eh. And then by the time he was 15 or 16 or maybe 18, he was taking transmissions apart.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's not very many parts in there, and I was terrified by him.
Very mechanically.
But I think, no, I
See,
think
that
he had,
was a
he had good
professional.
books. Oh, yeah, that's definitely for somebody
So,
that knows what they're doing.
That knows about the cars and stuff.
Yeah, well, not me. I got smashed fingers.
But some of these I don't, and this is in something in French,
Oh, no kidding.
stuff I think.
Now, I see there's
That
probably
was in
somebody
French.
out there that needs
Yeah,
this size book,
uh-huh.
and it has to be in French, and it has to be from this
I'm thinking
decade.
that's the one that's in French.
And 10 years following 1663 for decades of extraordinary progress in the history of New France. Wow, they're still evolving.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, well, let me see. We took a look at
And
that.
then old photos. I have lots of old photos. Those 3 boxes are full of old photos.
Oh, how nice.
Somebody came in the other day and bought a bunch of old photos of military pictures, military people.
You have Civil War pictures.
I do have kids containers,
Oh, yeah, kids love those.
few even Disney ones.
Well, actually,
and
adults
some-
love those because those look like they're pretty old.
Uh-huh. Well, they're
Oh, there's a
not,
Donald Duck. That must have
Yeah,
been from
that's-
when I was a kid.
that one, Daffy Duck and Donald Duck. There's a few Disney ones,
Mm.
Disney and older ones, but not really old. But
You have a lot of
Piglet.
stuff.
and here's some sewing things.
Oh, those are
Sewing
nice.
items. And some a hat box full of old hats.
Oh, the hat boxes
And,
are kind of hard to find. New,
and
anyway.
and an old wash tub full of
Full of guy stuff.
guy things, old tools and
Oh, yeah.
just old stuff,
Oh, and
Men
there's a lot of
things.
Coca-Cola stuff there, too.
and some Coca-Cola trays. And in this showcase, there's just a whole conglomeration of things. There's some Elvis pens. There's a couple of little big books. There's just all sorts of things in here.
Wow.
Cigarette lighters and
Oh, those are always nice.
all kinds of things. And then there's lots of old pictures here that a lot of people just buy them for the frames.
Oh,
And then on the
you know,
walls, I have
that's
lots
kind of interesting because I've heard stories
Yes.
about people that have bought picture frames, or pictures for the frames, and they took it apart, found some masterpiece
Yes,
underneath
exactly,
it that's worth $1 million.
that
I got
would
this
be
at a yard sale for $5. It's got a Rembrandt or something in behind it.
And so, lots of pictures on the walls, and in this cabinet, there's all kinds of things. Some collectible shoes, teapots, some cups and saucers. There's just a bunch of various things.
Got some hats there.
And then hats here on the hat stands.
A lot of hats.
Hats on the hat, and purses, old vintage purses. And then there's a whole box of old ladies' gloves.
Are they leather?
No, they're, I don't think there's any leather ones.
What do they make them out of?
Lace and.
Oh,
and
okay,
just
like
fabric,
suede and that kind of stuff. Okay,
Fancy gloves.
fancy
like
gloves.
To wear. And then an old doctor's bag.
Wow. No, there's something
And in this case, there's a bunch of jewelry.
There's got to be some doctors and medical people out there that need that bag.
Yeah, it's just, it's not in really good shape, but it has a lot of personality.
Well, look at the age.
Has a lot of personality. And in this cabinet is some Shelley china, which is the English bone china, and some tintypes, and a whole bunch of salt dips or salt cellars, some people call them,
Oh, yes. Those can be quite fancy.
and just a variety of, and some dollhouse furniture, a whole bunch of that. And
Dollhouse
old brass
furniture.
lamps.
Well, our granddaughter is getting to the age she's interested in dollhouse furniture.
Oh, yes,
And little
that's
plates and little pieces of
Mhm.
food. Little pancakes.
They love 'em. Yes,
Oh
they
gosh,
do.
I can't believe it.
And then there's some just generic jewelry up here, and some blue willow china. There's a various pieces of that. And in this cabinet, there's just all kinds of different, like, figurines and some teapots, some Las Vegas collectibles, some plates. There's just, and a few military collectibles and kitchen items. So there's just a variety of
That's true.
things.
Kitchen items are very popular, especially the
Yes.
old metal containers and the old style
Uh-huh.
packaging. Some of those products are still being manufactured today.
I have a set of mixing bowls that are the old colored mixing bowls. That,
Some of that stuff
I
is,
think.
some of that old cookware works better than the stuff I have
Yes,
now.
and these bowls are Pyrex.
That's the ones.
The Pyrex bowls, people like those.
Do they have a lid? Because some of them come with a lid.
No, these are just the mixing bowls.
Oh, okay.
Different
I'm
colors.
thinking of the casserole
Yeah.
with the lid. They're hard to clean because there's a lot of little mold lines and stuff on it.
Yes.
So if you bake with them in the oven and there's any splatter, you got to really get in there and scrub it around to get it clean. But some of the dishes that come out of that are the best.
Yes, exactly. So they're just all kinds of good stuff. Old jewelry boxes full of just various jewelry, and there's an oil lamp here, and
Oh my goodness.
so
Well,
there's just a little bit of
alrighty.
everything.
Well, thanks for the tour, Shirley. I think we've probably shot about 5 minutes worth of video, and that's probably enough for the viewing public.
Okay.
So I want to thank you for the tour,
Yes.
and we'll see you soon.
And thank you. Yes.
Bye.
Yes. Y'all come back now. You hear?
Okay.